In the following video, we'll start working on the getUserDetails test method, and I'm going to add it to the same class right after the test user login. So that first user needs to log in, and then after user logs in, I will test getUserDetails, and in that getUserDetails, I will use authorization header and user ID. So my getUserDetails test method will need to be run right after the test user login. And before I can do that, before I can start working on the getUserDetails test method, I'll need to make sure that my test methods inside of my test class run in order. When we run a test class that contains more than one test method, let's say we have 5 or 6 test methods, these test methods, they do not always run in order that we have put them in the class. But sometimes when we run an integration test like this one, for example, we do need to make sure that our unit tests run in order, because we cannot get user details unless user logs in. And the good news is that JUnit does provide us with some means that allow us to run unit tests in the order that we want. And to make our unit tests to run in the order that we want, we need to annotate our class with a fixed method order annotation. Let me add it. Let me import it. It should come from org JUnit. And this fixed method order annotation can take one of the method sorters. So let me add method sorters. And if I put dot, then I can choose one of the 3 options: default, JVM, or name ascending. So if I pick default, for example, I can hold command button on my keyboard and open its declaration, and I can read the option description here. So this one sorts the test methods in a deterministic but not predictable order. The other options are right here above. So another one is JVM, and this one leaves the test methods in the order returned by JVM. And note that the order from the JVM may vary from run to run, so the order may vary. And the one that I want to use is name ascending. So this one will sort the test methods by the method name. So if I name my methods in a specific way, then I can make them be sorted in an ascending order, and my methods will run in the order that I want. So I will choose a name ascending instead of the default. Here, I'll choose name ascending. And now I'll need to change the name of my test user login method so that I can achieve that ascending order. And to do that, I will rename my test user login method into something very easy, like for example A, but I will add a comment here, and in that comment I will put the name of the method, like this is test user login, and I can add additional description to specify the details of what this method is about and what it is testing, so that later on, if I need to come back to this method, I can learn from the description what I was testing. Okay, so this method is A, and the next method that I'm going to create will be method B, and my third method that I'm going to create will be method C. So if I follow this naming convention, then I'm sure that my test methods will run in the order that I want. So the first method that will run will be method A, and this is to test user login. And once user logs in and I have authorization header and user ID, then I can use this authorization header and user ID in my following method, which is going to be method B, and that method B will be to get user details. And once validate that user details are correct, I then can run method C, which is to update user details. And if my method C is also passed and everything is correct, then I can run method D, for example, to delete user details. And above each method, I can put comments with the proper method name here and some details about the test method behavior. So let's continue to the following video, and we will add one more test method, which is to get user details. And once we have that method done, we will run the 2 methods, and we will see if our methods ordering is working well.